Hey, it's Rick Barker, host of the Music Industry Blueprint Podcast, former manager of superstar Taylor Swift, and I'm excited in this video to answer your questions. Why? Because that's what I love doing. I have been working really hard over about, 7-8 months on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much. At the recording of this, we just passed 10,000 subscribers. I so appreciate it. And it's a lot of work. Hannah and I get together and we record these videos, and we're working really hard to try to add all the cool fancy animation. Maybe give me a pow pow or something like that in here, Hannah. And we don't mind doing that. We have a lot of fun with it. But what I found that I was trying to play the YouTube keyword game. Let me explain to you what that means. What topics are people searching for? And then let's create a video on it. And then you would realize that there are other people creating much better videos with much better information than me. I was trying to play in a world that wasn't comfortable for me. And I think musicians try to do that a lot. So in today's video, you're going to get a chance to learn from me as well. If you are looking for the fancy, just straight up YouTube videos in the YouTube style that's going on out there, two guys I recommend. I'll put links in, below. Damian Keys and Adam Ivy. I think they do a fantastic job. Matter of fact, I share a lot of their stuff across my social platforms. What I want to be able to do is show how I can provide value without being a third voice of something that they're already creating. And the best way for me to do that is to be able to answer your questions. I get 150 to 200 DMs every couple days on Instagram with people asking me questions about the music business. That's where I can serve. That's the place where I want to play. So what Hannah and I are doing right now is we are scouring my socials. We are looking for your questions. If you've got a question, I feel you need the right to get it answered directly. And that's where I feel that I can serve the community. Quality is expected. What makes you different? If I'm trying to be just like these other guys, I'm not any different, okay? What makes me different is I have the ability to do this, so that's what I'm going to do. What I also have are bad eyes when it comes to reading. So what's going to happen is you may see our light. Do you see the light, Hannah?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. But that's okay. I would rather give you quality information than try to be perfect, because Rick is not the perfect dude. Matter of fact, this morning I use an app called Bonjoro. So whenever somebody purchases something, I send them a personalized video. So I'm watching this video this morning and I see these gray hairs, these big gray hairs just kind of, and as I'm talking, I get distracted because that's me. I'm the distracted guy. I can't stay on point. Were we talking about something? No, just kidding. So I had these gray and I'm like, oh my gosh, Maya, do you see these gray hairs? And I started pointing them out. I'm that guy, squirrel. That's me. Okay, so here we go. Let's jump in and get some questions here. So I'm going to read this email in its entirety so you can get to know a little bit more about Hannah too. Good afternoon, Rick. Here are some ideas for future YouTube videos. I've gathered these topics via YouTube comments and tried to reword them in a more descriptive way. If you could let me know which topics you want to grab on Monday and also ones you don't want to ever use, that would be great. I will then check off the ones you aren't interested in at all and find good titles for those that will be grabbing on Monday. Okay, so what Hannah does is she goes in and monitors this. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to sit there and do this. Thank goodness that I have her. So what she's doing is she's pulling these in for you right now. And what we've decided to do, the reason we say Mondays is that's when we shoot our content on Mondays. So what I want to do is these kept popping up. So I'm going to answer these questions. In the future, we want to know who you are. We want to give you credit for your questions. Unfortunately, these were just pulled off. If it's you, I hope you got your answer. And we'll get you the next time, I promise. Could you break down how you advise artists who have a low budget to make high quality content, take advantage of free resources, and start thriving online? Tips for broke musicians and what steps they can take while low on money in order to make more money as an artist. First thing's this. Broke musicians is in quotation marks because that person referred to themselves as a broke musician. Step one, stop referring to yourselves as broke musicians. You are what you say you are. Okay? Have you heard that before? You are what you say you are. She also used the word thriving. That's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about how to thrive. So the key to any and everything right now is we have to be able to get their attention. So how do we get their attention? We need to stand out. Now, we want to show up in their feed. They're scrolling looking for their friends. So you don't need to make super high quality images in order to convert. You need to make something that you think that they're looking for. So that's why the hook, something funny, something that grabs their attention would be something that I would search for. You can do that on your phone. You could do that. You could have a buddy go around with you and just shoot random candid shots. And then you could end up putting, lyrics to your songs on those images. Hannah sent me something the other day. We were watching a TikTok of an artist, and she just had her song playing underneath in the background, but she had all these thoughts that kind of told the story of the song while the song was playing, and it was so captivating, but it wasn't high quality. She was just using the resources that she had available to her. So check what resources are available for you on the different platforms. They're all free. If you're using what's inside TikTok, that's free. If you're using what's inside Instagram, that's free. There's apps that are free. A lot of the free apps have a watermark, and what that is it's like a little logo that stays put at the bottom. But if you want to get rid of it, pay the couple bucks and get rid of it. But there's a lot of great free resources that are out there for you. The only way you're going to start making money as a musician, like real money, is in the relationship. If the streaming world, the way that it is, that's percentages of pennies, it takes forever, if ever, for you to start making back what you put in to your music career. It's in the relationship. So getting involved in conversations, getting your content in front of the right people, make sure it doesn't have to be expensive to do that. Talk about the fear of failure. Yeah, that's a big one. How to stay encouraged when those around you are not supportive of your music goals and dreams. First off, find new people to hang out with. You want to be around people that are encouraging you, but you don't want to be around people that are just kissing your butt all the time and telling you how great you are. I've seen that damage a lot of artists. First off, you have to ask yourself, what are you afraid of? You have nothing right now. So you're already experiencing that. The best thing that can happen is you start to get a little bit of something. Okay? I would not worry about failing. Have realistic goals and expectations. I think we fail when we set unrealistic goals and expectations. If I want to lose 50 pounds in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to fail because that was an unrealistic expectation. If I want to lose 2 pounds in the next 3 weeks, I set myself up for success. So the best way to not have fear of failing is to set realistic expectations. Does that make sense? Okay, so realistic expectations, depending on where you're starting, are as follows. I need to get songs done. Don't say I need to write a record in a week. No, you need to get some songs done. I need to build an audience and share this music with them. I need to have 1 million followers on Instagram. You're going to fail. Takes a long time, if ever. But you don't need 1 million to be successful. So the best way to not fail is set realistic expectations. Also, it's to set yourself up for success by being focused, staying on point, having somebody in your world that can keep you on task. In a lot of sports, you have a coach, or if you go to the gym, you have a trainer. I manage artists all over the world right now. I'm their accountability partner. That's one of the programs that I have available, but you need to have somebody that's keeping you on point, make realistic goals, set realistic expectations. And if you need to stay encouraged and you need help staying encouraged, this might not be the right business for you. And I'm not trying to be a dream killer. I'm just being honest at this point. If someone needs to motivate you, people always say, Rick, you're so, you motivate me. No, I want to be motivating. You motivate yourself. Motivation comes from inside. Being motivating is what I like to do, but motivation comes from you. So if you need to constantly be encouraged and constantly, if your personality is the type that you always need to be validated and told how great you are, this is probably the wrong business for you. And I would just treat it like a hobby, and that's okay. Have fun, sing songs, be happy. But when it goes to the business side, then you got to be careful. How to constantly come up with engaging, high-quality pictures, content for social media that's on brand, especially with COVID going on. First off, you need to determine what your brand is. If you haven't been to my website yet, rickbarker.com, we'll put that link down in the description here. Go to resources, and there's a brand guide that you can get for free from Greg Wilnau that is absolutely fantastic. By the way, while you're down looking for those links, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Just got to 10K at the recording of this video. What? We didn't throw a party. Had to practice social distancing. But high quality pictures, once again, your phone. Keeping it on brand. Don't make everything look like you're selling. That's where it's kind of scary sometimes. But, use the right filters, use the right text, use the right everything. Once again, everything's on a budget because it's in your pocket. This is my whole world. This is all of our worlds right here. Here's what I tell people. I said this before and they laughed. You are your own media mogul. With this little device right here, you have your own radio station, your own television station, your own videographer, your photographer, your PR firm. Everything you need to do is right here. What do you mean I have my own radio station? You can record a podcast right there on your phone. Television station, YouTube channel, Facebook videos, Instagram videos. PR firm, social media. That's how you post it out there. That's how you get your information out there. It's all right here, right in the palm of your hand. I don't let people come to me with I'm broke. It's like people will reach out to me from different countries and they'll say, I don't have internet where I'm at. I'm like, then how are you talking to me on Instagram? You got cells, you don't need the internet. You got it right here in your hand. So we don't go for excuses that way. How to constantly come up with engaging information. Just know what your people want to hear, what they want to talk about, what they want to know. Budgeting for different aspects of being an indie artist. What's a good budget to set to record a quality EP or to begin recording radio quality songs? It all depends on your genre of music. If you're in a genre where you need live musicians to play on your record, it's going to be more expensive than if you're a pop artist who's creating the beats right on your computer. So there really isn't an answer for that. It really depends on what it is that you need. Whenever you budget for anything, though, let me just go ahead and say this. Most people, when they were doing the old Kickstarter campaigns, they would say, okay, I need $15,000 to record. So they would set their Kickstarter goal at $15,000. They would get the money, they would record it, and then they had no money for marketing. You are a business. You are going to have money in order to market your product. So what I would say right now, also too, speaking of money, is if you aren't in a position to afford to hire producers, then you need to spend a lot of time on Beat Academy and Recording Revolution and Busy Work Beats. You're going to have to learn how to produce your own stuff on your computer, and there are great YouTube videos and channels that will teach you how to do that. We'll make sure that they're linked in here as well. You're going to have to do a lot of this stuff if you're on a budget, or you're going to have to barter, which means you trade a service. Let's say you're good at social media and this producer over here is terrible at social media. Maybe you run his social media and he produces your tracks for free. You've got to get creative at that point, but all budgets are different. But don't forget to save some budget money for marketing. And the last one we're going to talk about on this is about location. That's just an excuse. You do not have to move to the United States to be successful. You can be very successful online in whatever country you're in. That is an excuse that you need to just go ahead and get out of your vocabulary. If you're wanting to tour, you build your audience online, figure out where they are. If you see that one part of the world your fans are rocking in, then you may want to move there if you're able to do so. But location doesn't matter when it comes to building relationships and sharing your music. When someone hears quality music on Spotify, they don't go, I wonder what country that artist lives in. Because if it's not in the United States, I don't think I'm going to listen to it. See how stupid that sounds? No, that's not how we consume music. Either the music's good or the music's not good. Bottom line. No one cares where it came from. No one really cares yet who created it. They just want to know that it had an impact on them. So if you are in the excuse business and that's what you tend to make, get out. This isn't the right place for you. If you are a solutions-based person and you're constantly looking for ways to get your music in front of people and you're willing to do whatever it takes, then you are in the right place. You are definitely talking to the right dude, because that's how I can help you. Speaking of which, I'd love for you to come check out that free training. You'll see the links down below in this video. And if you would love to get your questions asked in the comments below this video, go ahead, fire away. We're all good. Whatever you got. Even if you have real weird questions like, how do you make sure that you have so much hair at 53 years old? No, just kidding. That's all in my genes. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you in the next video. And I'm excited that we're going to go this route. I really am. This is where I feel most comfortable. Hope you enjoyed it. Ciao.